Alright, welcome back to the channel. Some bad news today, some sad news. So basically, Kazumasa Habu is not going to be producing any more Digimon games. So he's moved on from the role. I don't know what happened there, but he's basically just put up on Twitter, I'll read the post, basically just says he's not going to be producing any more Digimon games. So the post says, due to personal changes within the company, I will no longer be in charge of producing Digimon games. In fact, he was no longer in charge as of April last year and has quietly taken over the role. Please rest assured that the new Digimon story is being developed by our team under the direction of the director we trust. I'm going to get onto the new director in just a bit. I'm just going to finish because he had a second tweet here. Involved in content called Digimon, being able to experience the passion of the fans of my work, it has become my greatest asset. I would like to thank the fans who love my work and thank you very much. Thank you for your continued support of Digimon. So yeah, basically he just said it there, like it's since April last year he's not been producing Digimon games. They already have him replaced with another director. Now they trust the director. Now because Habu, probably I feel like he would have hand in picking someone who's going to take over from him. I feel like that. So I kind of trust whoever they got to take over them. They're going to be working on a new story game. It's the same development team, so I don't see things changing too much too fast just yet. Maybe with the next game we might see some serious changes within the series. But before I get on to what's coming down the line, I kind of just want to talk about what we got over the last few years, because Digimon has had an amazing run as far as the video games. Just since Habu's taken over. The first game I think Habu put out was Lost Evolution. Now we didn't get that over here. I think someone did work on translation for it. I don't know if that's somewhere someone's trying to look up that. My first experience with a Digimon game produced by Habu would have been Redigitize, and Redigitize was an amazing game. It's still one of my favorite Digimon games. Like it's up there, like maybe my top like 2 or 3. But that game was just like, it brought us right back to what I wanted with Digimon World 1, like the Vpet adventure sim. That's probably some of my favorite video game kind of like style even since ever. It was so unique. There was nothing really like it, which obviously, as Habu said many times, has kind of like presented itself with its own challenges because it was so unique. But I feel like with Redigitize, he was really onto something there with it. He was also involved in getting Digimon back over. I think he was the one that brought the petition up. Like, so for anyone who doesn't know, like, there was a petition back around the time Redigitize and Decode came out. People really wanted to get Digimon back over to West, and it was actually Habu that brought the petition for it to Bandai, I think, after he'd seen it. And that's the reason why we have Digimon in the West again. I mean, like, he was the producer for All-Star Rumble, a game that we only got in the West, so he took the time out obviously just to produce a game that was just for us here in the West, which is mad when you think about it. I know that game gets a lot of stick, but I think it's actually one of the best Rumble games. I actually would love to see a sequel to that, but damn, it's like it's gonna suck without him. I don't think many people understand what he's done for the franchise, like even as far as like new Digimon, like Mastimon's because of him, Spademon from the Crossword series. Hell, Tyrannomon and Orcamon got their mega forms because of Kazumasa Habu. Yeah, Habu actually went out and reached out to Kenji Watanabe to actually design Rust Tyrannomon and Titamon, which some amazing Digimon. Rust Tyrannomon is up there. He's in my top 5 for sure. But again, this is stuff like that Habu done for Digimon and for fans. I mean, you can see how like heavily involved with fans. He was always on Twitter kind of like reposting fan art and stuff or whatever. He actually did get involved with comments. The amount of times actually even between development spaces of games like that he'd look for fan feedback and stuff. I mean, it was the work with the fan base was really important to him. Now I hope this really carries on with the next producer, because I feel like that's also part of what made Digimon great as far as the video games are concerned. But like if you look, he gave the series, like he gave it a structure with like he broke it down into what he called the pillars. So we had story, which he has as the main series of the games, world, which was the Vpet sim, and then he was starting to work on survive, which I know a lot of people kind of like it really kind of separates the fan base. Survive does, just because of like it's you read the game more than you play the game. Do you know? I think people thought it was going to be more of a tactical kind of thing, but it's a visual novel. But again, he just like he done so much to try and bring, I suppose, the structure was as far as in like lore, how the game's tied together, everything. Even as far as if you look at Redigitize, he brought in characters from the anime series that you could battle them. When it came to story, he brought in other characters from Redigitize just to link them up. There was a lot he was really doing. I'm interested to see, because he did announce he was working on several other games a while back, and we haven't really seen anything of those. I know one of them was an MMO, which I hope isn't gone. I would love to see like a decent Digimon MMO, and I hope whatever work he's done on that, because he started this a few years back, I hope whatever work he's done on that doesn't just get thrown away, because like that, I don't know, I didn't really like Masters. I liked Battle, but they got rid of that. I'm getting off topic here, but yeah, I just hope that a lot of his work doesn't just get scrapped. I hope that there's a way that like some of it could be developed a little bit further. But for myself, I just want to extend a massive thank you to Bandai and to Habu for the games that they brought out. It was some of the best games, in my opinion, some of my favourite games ever, that they released there in the last, 14 years now? It's mad when you think about it. But yeah, they've put out some absolute bangers, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the fan base agree with me. Look, I do wish him best of luck in his career. I can't wait to see what other projects he puts out, what franchise he's working with. I'm pretty sure anything this man touches is going to turn to gold. I mean, he's done, like I said, the amount of work he's put in for Digimon, whatever he gets his hands on, I'm excited to see it anyways, and I will be following along. So yeah, thanks very much, Habu, for all the work you've done. Just looking as well, I just want to kind of talk really quickly about this, just to speculate a bit on who it might be next. Personally, I think it's Takehiro Yokota, who could be taking up the mantle as producer for Digimon games. We have seen this guy once before, so anyone remembers just before Next Order came out, one of the guys who worked and produced the ports for Steam and Switch of Next Order was actually Takehiro Yokota. I feel like it could be him who's going to be the producer for Digimon games. This is just, again, speculation, guesses. But if not, I mean, like, look, I don't mind. I'm happy enough to see what projects come out, see who it is, just so long as they don't forget the core values that Habu has put into Digimon. If they don't forget them and continue to develop those, I'm pretty sure that the future of Digimon games is going to be amazing. Anyways, look, that's pretty much just some of my thoughts on there. Just kind of want to just speak on it a little bit. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again. Bye bye.